we're here in right opposite the fashion show, and I came over, and this gentleman here is running what they call a pedicab, and I mean, I must say it's kind of fashionable. He's got a camera, and look at the bright, beautiful blanket he's got there. Why don't you tell me what you're doing? And you don't look like the ordinary pedicab. You look a little bit older, and I've never seen one with a camera before.
Well, I've been a photographer since I'm 5 years old, and I come to Fashion Week. I have an interest in fashion, and I get a couple, sneak a couple shots of the models and the shoes, and I keep abreast of what's going on in fashion. And
do many of the people coming out of Fashion Week, any of them crawling? I mean, you say you get a few rides, or not?
Yes.
That?
I'm doing quite well.
Oh,
doing
you
quite
are?
well here today at Fashion Week.
So they still have money to waste over there at Fashion Week, unlike the rest of the country, huh?
It seems so.
So you get any beautiful models, or any guys that take a beautiful model home in the pedicab? You go slow, to charge extra to go slow when they got a model there under the purple blanket?
No, but I tell all the girls that all the models are taking them, and they want to hop in because they want to be like the models. But last year I took some models from here to Randolfe, Goodman.
Oh, wow. And anything interesting happen? Any famous people ever? Martha Stewart or anyone ever?
I don't know the name today, but I took the woman who did the fashion show for the Red, for the Heart. I just took her back to her hotel. Wow. I took her picture here, and I'm going to email it to her.
Now, do you do that just as a hobby, or do you charge a fee for taking their picture and sending it to them?
No, usually I do that as a hobby.
And I mean, I guess I shouldn't ask your age. I'm 71. What is your age?
I'm 53 years old.
That's much older. That's about 25 years older than the average pedicab driver, right?
That's right. That's right.
Wow. And do you find you keep in shape? I mean,
keep in excellent shape with this. My girlfriend's 40 years old, and she says I'm in better shape than all the 40-year-old guys. She ain't giving me up yet.
I bet you are. I mean, it's like being at the gym all day at work, right?
Yes, that is.
And how many blocks can you go? I mean, really,
I go about 35 miles a day.
35 miles
a day. But that's mostly empty. We're cruising around looking for passengers.
Right. And what is the rate you charge?
The rate varies, kind of by the job.
Someone told me it was $1 a block.
$1 a block is a good way to figure it, but especially now with the economy situation and there's not many tourists, the hotels are only about 30% occupancy, and the tourists are here on a budget, so we go way down, just about, we won't turn anyone away.
Well, you've been harassed. There's been a lot of opposition from the taxi cab drivers, right?
Oh, the police harass us terrible. They give us tickets, they follow us around, they bring us in, they detain
And how much does a ticket cost you?
Well, tickets are about $100 to $250. Well, if you do something wrong, usually they give you a ticket for nothing. It's about $100. If you do something wrong, like a red light, it's $250.
Wow.
Now, in Central Park, there's a big crackdown, and they're giving tickets for $1,000.
I don't want to get anybody in trouble or give the cops any nasty ideas, but I was going to interview these guys in Central Park. This goes back a couple years. They were all African Americans, but I'm not sure they were Americans. I mean, they didn't speak English, and it looked to me like they were people that had just gotten off the boat or whatever from their native land. So it must be a job that attracts a lot of people that can't work on the books in places. Am I wrong? Is there any harassment on that level? Like, would the cops bust you? Say you were illegal immigrant from Canada or something. Do they check your ID and put you through all that?
Our IDs are checked, at least once a week. We really are cracked down.
Really?
So there's anyone that doesn't have their paperwork, they bring them in.
Oh, and what paperwork do you need to be a pedicab driver?
Well, right now you need a license, but that's on hold. Just a regular driver's license. But you have to have some kind of a photo ID in the city of New York, whoever you are.
Oh.
If they don't have a photo ID, they bring them in. They check them for warrants.
And is it overcrowded, the field? I mean, do you rent the pedicab? You own the pedicab?
They rent them by the week. It's about $150 a week. And right now in February, there's not many bikes out, but in the middle of the summer months, the peak tourist time.
I would think a lot of college students would be, I mean, you can't get a job, but you hop in a pedicab.
Exactly.
But did you say you own the pedicab yourself, or you rent it like a cab?
Most people, they rent them. They rent it by the week. It's $150 a week.
Oh. And are there a certain number? Are they? I don't know how it's working now. Does the city like issue a certain number of licenses for pedicabs?
That's right. The city Department of Consumer Affairs has instituted a regulation where there's 325, but there's an injunction on that law right now, and it's going through the courts.
Oh, so you mean right now there could be 625? Anybody that can get a pedicab can hit the streets and not be arrested yet until the officials get their bribes or their legislation passed, right?
Yeah,
I hate the Department of Consumer Affairs. You know, I once got a thing you're supposed to have some license. So I had a store, and they gave me this ticket. It's supposed to be, I said at 10 o'clock in the morning, I had to open at noon. I ignored it. It was going to be a $250 fine. They fined me $750. You want to know something? I always kept honest books and didn't cheat the state on the sales tax. But that particular quarter, I made a little bit of a change. Well, anyways, thank you. You want to tell me your name?
David Johnson.
And if people want to find you or have you as their cab driver, I mean, is there any contact information, or you just have to take them up?
Not really. I just cruise around the city.
And how many hours a week?
I work about 60 hours a week.
Wow, and this is your only job?
Right now, yeah. I'm looking for something better. Of course, this isn't my career to be.
Do you work as a photographer as well?
Not yet. I'd like to. I'm always looking for that magic picture of Britney Spears dangling her baby.
What a man makes is none of my business, but I'm not asking what you make, but what would you say the average pedicab driver would make working a 40-hour week? Just a range.
Oh, it's well below minimum wage.
Really?
Yes.
Well, oh, wow.
Yeah.
A lot of hard work for very low pay.
There are many days you make nothing. Many weeks you come in with $50, $60.
Wow.
Yeah.
You guys you got to get unionized.
Well, it really doesn't help. You got to sell yourself, and there's just like anything else. There are experts who have deals with doormen in hotels and give guided tours, and there are guys who make $200, $300 a day, and they're out there, And like the guy you met, Steve, with the motorized cab.
Right.
He has a motor, so he can just run 12 hours, 16 hours a day.
Technically, that's illegal, but he has it hidden, right?
He has a hidden motor, and if he ever has an accident, then he's going to be in a lot of trouble, because insurance won't cover him if he has a motor.
Oh, you have to have insurance too?
Oh, yeah, you have to have insurance.
What does that cost?
About $1,200 a year.
Oh, and you got to take it out for the whole year?
You got to take it out for the year, but they're changing that now. They're changing that where you're going to get a 30-day cancellation. I
tell you, I'm going to contact my congressman and my senator and tell them that the pedicab drivers in New York need some of that TARP money. If they can bail out Wall Street for doing nothing but sitting on their ass, they can bail out the pedicab drivers that are working their ass off, taking the tourists around New York City.
That's right.
And being a fabulous company like you. So thank you very much. I can put this on YouTube.
All right.
That's great. Thank you so much. And I hope you'll send me an email, because I do stuff for public television.
All right.
And with a guy that works called Ryan Reporting.
All right.
And we might want to go and do a 28-minute show featuring you or some other pedicab drivers that might be interested, okay?
There are quite a few interesting characters out here.
I'd like to do a show on that. So will you send me an email so I have your contact? You don't have a card or anything, do you?
No.
Okay, well, thanks again.
My pleasure.
My pleasure.